Say we're told Charlotte and Clara split $80 in the ratio 2 to 3, and we're asked to find how much Charlotte gets as well as how much Clara gets. This is a typical must-know problem involving ratios, and to solve it, I'll start by moving the question to the side, like so. One of the most important things to keep in mind when we divide an amount like $80 in a given ratio, which in this case is 2 to 3, is that the ratio 2 to 3 is telling us to divide 80 by 5. 5 because 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So the ratio 2 to 3 is telling us that 80 is being divided into 5 equal parts, and that Charlotte is getting 2 of those parts, and Clara is getting 3 of those parts. So to answer this type of question, our first step really is to divide 80 by 5, and 80 divided by 5, you can check, is equal to 16. This tells us that 80 can be thought of as 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16. And this clearly highlights the fact that we've divided 80 into 5 equal parts, each of which is equal to 16. And as we said earlier, since Charlotte and Clara are splitting these $80 in the ratio of 2 to 3, this tells us that Charlotte is getting 2 of these 16s, and Clara is getting 3 of these 16s. Keeping that in mind, we can quickly answer these questions as follows. Charlotte will get 2 times 16, which equals to 32. And since we're dealing with dollars, which is a currency, we write $32.00. Clara, on the other hand, gets 3 times 16, which equals to 48. Again, we write this as $48. And those are the final answers. Now, in an exam room, we wouldn't have to write this AT equals to 16 plus 16 plus 16 and so on. What would be important to highlight, though, is the fact that AT divided by 5 is equal to 16, and that Charlotte gets 2 of those 16s, whereas Clara gets 3 of those 16s. And there we have it. That's how we can divide a quantity or an amount in a given ratio. And that's it for this tutorial.